Chapter 13. A couple of hours later, Fix approached Fogg and asked him if he really wanted to get to New York on time. Doing the math, they were 20 hours late and would miss the boat that would take them to Liverpool, England. Phileas replied that if they didn't arrive on time he would lose the bet, so the detective told him, "I have gotten you a sleigh. If you want we can get to a station where we can take a train that will take us to New York on time." They immediately went to the place where a man offered to take them for a good amount of money. An hour later the four travelers and the driver set off in the sleigh at full speed towards Omaha, which would take them almost a day on the road in the cold and snow. They finally arrived on time and immediately, almost frozen, took the train that would take them to Chicago. There they took the next train to New York. Everything went very quickly and it seemed like they had made up time. When they reached the city they ran to the dock. They looked for the ship bound for Liverpool, but there they learned that it had left 45 minutes earlier than scheduled. Chapter 14. Everyone felt defeated, since it was inevitable that Fogg would lose the bet. But he was very calm and took them to rest in a hotel, telling them that at dawn they would see how to solve it. Phileas slept soundly, but the rest of his companions did not, as they were very worried about what would happen now. At dawn Fogg and Passepartout went to the dock. After searching for a long time, they found a good ship that was about to leave for Bordeaux, France. The captain traveled with no passengers other than his assistants. The ship was very good. Phileas offered him a lot of money or to buy his boat if he would take them to Liverpool, but the man did not want to, until he agreed to take them, but to Bordeaux, if they would pay him £1,000 for each passenger. They immediately went for Aouda and Fix, and left sharply at 9 in the morning. The next day the captain was locked in his cabin and kept shouting furiously. It happened that since his assistants didn't want him because he treated them badly, Fogg convinced them to lock him up and paid them to help him get to Liverpool. Everyone gladly accepted and there his companions discovered that Phileas had been a sailor, because now he was driving the ship. The trip was going very well, until not far from Ireland they began to run out of coal. Fogg told them to put in whatever was left, hoping to get them as close to a coast as possible, but it wasn't enough. Then he decided to take the captain out to talk to him. The man was furious, but Phileas immediately offered to buy the ship again for double its price, since he planned to burn all the wood on board, but would allow him to keep everything made of metal. After some thought, he accepted the deal. Thus, everyone began to put the wood into the boilers. They finally reached land and immediately boarded a train that would take them to Dublin. There they took a boat that finally took them to Liverpool. On December 21st, at 11:40 in the morning, Phileas arrived in the city with almost 10 hours to go to London, which was only 6 hours away. Then Fix approached him and said, "Phileas Fogg." "Yes, sir." "You are under arrest," said the detective very proud.